Hey guys, welcome back to Grain Free Homestead. I'm Stephanie if you're new to the channel. Please excuse my voice. I've lost my voice, had a little bit of a cold. But today we wanted to do one of our dinners to show you what we do. It is grain free. It is not low carb, but it is grain free. We call this our smoked sausage dinner. I get the beef smoked sausage from Aldi. For us it takes 3 packs of these. And then everything else is generally whatever fresh vegetables that we have in our house. The meal change in the wintertime from the summertime, because in the summer we have fresh squash and things like that. But I'm going to show you real quick. I've already chopped a bunch of stuff up. I've got carrots, bell pepper, sweet potato because I don't eat white potatoes, regular white potatoes, and some onions down here. And then, so the only other thing that we have to do is slice up our smoked sausage, and then I'll show you how we cook it all. It's super easy. Once you get everything chopped up, you just throw it in the oven. Okay, so the first thing that I do to get going is I use parchment paper on a cookie sheet, and I use avocado oil, but it's whatever. And I just drizzle it on my parchment paper. And then I start with the potatoes because they're gonna take the longest to cook. So usually as soon as I get the potatoes cut up, I go ahead and put them on my tray. I salt and pepper them, drizzle them with some more oil, and I'll pop those in the oven while I'm cutting up the other veggies and cutting up the meat. It just didn't work out that way this time. Okay, so I got the first layer down, and I want to show you guys what it looks like when I put it in the oven. So you can see the white potatoes and the sweet potatoes. I drizzle them with oil and salt and pepper them, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them in the oven. I put my oven on 350 degrees, but that's a convection oven, so that would be like 375 for a normal oven. Okay guys, we're on to the next step now. I've had my potatoes in the oven for a few minutes while we were cutting up the sausage. So I've got them out. They're not all the way done. So it's perfect for topping everything, getting everything topped on there, and everything just seems to cook evenly that way, and it's good and done. This meal is one of my favorite meals. Yes, it does take time chopping this up, all these things here, but I put everything on here, I load it up, I put it in the oven, and the meal cooks itself in the oven. And while that's doing that, I can get the table set, I can get anything cleaned up, any dishes done, and I'm not sitting here having to tend to cooking it. It cooks itself in the meal. So I don't know what the name of this meal is. We just call it our smoked sausage meal. But basically, I didn't tell you before, it's just layered. So we have our potatoes, and then we do whatever veggies we have. And I top it with the smoked sausage on top, and all the juices and all the good stuff from the smoked sausage kind of flavor everything down as it cooks. And I just cook it until I know the potatoes are done. And then the smoked sausage starts to get that little bit of a browning on the edges of it. And then it's done. All right, My little helper got it all loaded up with the sausage, and I'm gonna throw it in the oven. It usually does take a good 20-25 minutes, even if you've pre-cooked the potatoes. Without that, it may take 35 to 40 minutes. Alrighty, all done and out of the oven. We're ready to eat.